PajamaPals in a wheat field outside of town. When they started construction, I remember how the mayor bragged about it.
Hello, welcome.
Even though it would completely bypass our town.
This freeway is fucking
The
sick.
freeway became the occupation force's makeshift runway. And the unfinished tunnels, their bunkers. This was their base.
All your base art belong to us.
They were the elite flight squadron chosen to protect the cannon.
He looks
Ironically,
older. Is that
the
just
cannon
me?
that was created to shoot
Yeah, he's an older guy.
asteroids became a catalyst to the war.
Not like an old man, but like I'm a grizzled anime
Yeah,
guy.
he's getting like some gray.
The Allied
Yeah,
attacks
like
no longer came.
probably like 40.
So like the commercials, that's just a touch of gray.
Yeah, just a touch of gray, like the grizzled, the grizzled veteran,
Like Mr. Krabs.
like Mr. Krabs. Exactly.
Remember Mr. Krabs in the Navy?
Yeah, dude. He was.
Dude,
yeah.
My dad and Mr. Krabs were both in the Navy.
Dude,
Basically the same person.
Dad is Mr. Krabs.
My dad is Mr. Krabs.
Senor
Which
Krab.
means my dad is Baron Praxis. Which means my dad is that guy from Witcher 3.
Yeah, man. Look
Which
at that cutie.
means
Look at that cutie. Look at her.
my dad, in effect, could kill your
Look at
dad.
that cutie. She's the waifu. That one right there.
I could
Yeah.
tell that the wingman would never allow danger to
She's
get
with
near
the
Yellow
wingman.
13.
No, she is the wingman.
The pillar of their group.
That was
She came
sexist to me to
with an air
assume.
of invincibility.
I just
He
assumed when they
always
said the
chose to
wingman, they
fly
meant that
a
guy.
five-plane formation.
Because wings.
He was a man who
and
prided
men.
himself not on his kill record, but on his record of never losing a squadron member.
So there you go.
It's difficult
Yellow
for me
13's
to
actually a cool
describe
guy.
just how good Yellow 13's flying was.
So, but he shot
I
down.
witnessed it once from the
He
ground.
shot down a plane that crashed into
Yeah.
this kid's
Yes.
family's home.
But he's not. Is he on the side of the Eurasians?
Yes. So he is on the occupation side.
Okay, so he's not with the rebellion.
Yeah.
It's hard
So
to
he
put
well
passion towards the weaker enemies
yeah.
down.
So he's not a bad guy.
If an equal
But
ability
he's
challenges
on-
He is
his
bad guy.
skills in a fight.
Well, so there's no good and bad in this game. There's no like
Yeah.
evil
He said
and
this himself.
Yeah, it's not like
Good.
Star Wars where it's like, oh, the Empire is evil.
yeah, it's super fucking gray.
rebellion.
Like everything is gray, which is
Like in real
Awesome.
war,
Yeah.
Was
where you
no
go,
longer
my
an
side's the
option.
right side, and then you end the war and you go, oh shit, we killed so many
Mhm.
Jews. That's how it happened.
pretty much. It's not that.
It's historically accurate. Welcome back to the Historically Accurate podcast with me, your host, Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
You remember me? I was in Tron Legacy. I almost said Terminator Genesis. That has nothing to do with Tron Legacy.
The great bro. The great dude.
It's me.
The
I'm
dude.
good.
I'm the dude. The great dude.
The great,
The great dude out. The dudeski.
Kick Patowski.
Great dude.
Remember that fucking show?
Yeah. And they like fucking put so much weird emphasis on his butt.
Yes.
It was
And it was on Disney.
most-
It was hot as fuck.
I was so fucking young and so uncomfortable. I was just like, this is weird.
I liked it because he was like skateboarding, and I was always like, skateboarding's so fucking cool. And then I would never skateboard.
I prefer the waves. I was like,
I could tell. I could
Ugh.
tell. Like
Ugh.
looking at you, like I don't know how I could tell. It was, maybe it's just vibes, dude.
just vibes, dude.
Summer vibes,
Just
dude.
vibes.
Just vibes.
Ready?
The first word you spoke when you were brought into this world was actually cowabunga, dude.
How's it going, dude?
Cowabunga, dude.
How's it, dude?
Fuck your bridge.
Nah, we're destroying destroyers.
Destroyer droids.
Master destroyers. We're gonna fucking carpet bomb these people. Look at it go. That looks really gross.
It did. It looked like you kind of just like shot confetti at your ass.
Pretty much did. It wasn't. Ah! I got hit.
Did you? I'm going. Anytime I would get hit in a game where I'm flying, I would just like spin out of control on purpose and be like, I'm going down! And crash.
I'm gonna die, dude.
It's over for me, dude.
I'm doing.
Tell my family I love them, except they died in a plane crash.
No, so who I'm playing right now is completely different than the person who...
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a spoiler. You should have told me.
I mean, oh,
They're gonna reveal it later. You keep getting hit, dude.
I'm actually gonna have to fucking dip.
You're gonna die in a second.
I'm gonna have to dip, dude. Missile, watch out, dude. Where's it coming
There's
from?
a missile behind you,
Holy
dude.
shit, it's coming. Just like me.
It's
I'm
almost there.
Don't worry. We're going fucking... We're gonna be going supersonic in just a second. And...
Do you have all the Chaos Emeralds?
What?
You say you're going supersonic.
Shut up. Sonic is a shit game.
No, the first one is...
Sonic sucks. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
When will you learn? When will you learn?
Take off.
Sure, actually, that's
Check this out. We're on a... I skipped it. Never mind. I skipped it all.
Look at this. Actually, it's shit. Hold on. Don't look at this. So did you go back?
Yeah, I went back to the base and just, I just kind of... You could skip it all. But if you die, you could just literally go back to base.
Oh. That's so many bombs.
It's quite a few.
It's like at least 7.
It's quite a few. You're not wrong, dude.
I feel like you could probably do it in less bombs. Although you are flying
It's
at
not as fucking cool.
750 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, man.
Which could be literally 6 miles an hour. I don't know.
I don't know either.
How long is a kilometer? How long is a meter? Please use the American measuring system in lengths of football fields. Why do we measure everything like that?
I don't know. Football field? By football fields?
We're like, the Empire State Building is actually 1,960 feet tall, which is 17 football fields.
Because everybody knows, like, how, like, every American knows, like, they've seen a football field, and they're like, wow, that's pretty long. You know, so it's like...
But no one knows. Like, we know a football field is 120 yards. 10 yards end zone, 10 yards for 2 end zones.
Well, yeah, but it's to visualize it. It's because people are fucking dumb. They're
but
not gonna be like, yep, that's a couple football fields.
I remember going to the first football game I've ever been to. It was Candlestick Park. The 49ers. The Chargers were in town. Hell yeah, baby. But I remember seeing it and being like, wow, football field's way fucking bigger than I thought it was. Because you see it on TV. So it's not like we have an actual idea, or at least if you haven't seen it really, I don't know, because then you also don't have an actual idea how big the fucking Empire State Building is unless you see it for real.
Ooh, destroying a carrier, that sucks. Ooh. Geophon.
Oh, they're not supposed to name carriers, or at least not supposed to give them actual real names.
Really?
Yeah, it's a like a superstition. Anytime you see a carrier blown up in a movie, they don't use actual carrier names. Because it's like, if you blow up our carrier and you use our name, then it's like superstition that now our carrier is gonna blow up.
Interesting.
I remember one time it happened in a movie, and my dad saw it and he was like, "That's fucking really shitty. I don't know why they did that." But it's also tough because people know like certain carriers, like the I think there's one with like the USS Kennedy or something like that, and people will recognize that. So like it's sort of like the Golden Gate Bridge of ships, where it's like if there's a movie with destruction going on in San Francisco, they're gonna fucking break the bridge. So like if you have an aircraft carrier in whatever bay like a popular aircraft carrier is, and people can recognize it, it's almost like a movie must to blow it up. And so then people go, they blew up that? No way!
Yeah.
Like in New York, they always blow up the fucking Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
So like,
It means so much to people.
yeah, because they're not allowed to blow up the
Whatnot.
World Trade Center anymore.
Oh my god.
Did you see when the first Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was released? Did you see the first movie poster they made for it? So the movie came out on September 11th, and the movie poster is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set in New York, jumping out of a really tall building that's exploding.
Oh my god. Is that like the recent ones, right?
That's the recent one, the
Fucking
Michael Bay ones.
please.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
What a fucking, just what a guy.
What huge like oversight on whoever like designed, because Michael Bay doesn't fucking design the movie posters or whatever, and he was just a producer or whatever. So like it was like somebody made it and then they were like, we're good, and then they slapped the release date on there and they were like, just send it out, and then people saw it and they're like,
It's fucking funny.
let's because people just like took pictures of it in like the big like, I don't know, like the frames at like movie theaters, and they're like, are you fucking serious? Like it's not they're jumping out of the World Trade Center on 9/11, but it is like you have a building in New York exploding and them jumping out of it, and there's a big fiery explosion behind them, and then really big September 11th.
Jesus Christ.
I just think
it's pretty good.
It's pretty funny on like a whoops kind of like the reaction everybody must have made like in the fucking whatever studio made it, Universal or whatever, when they open their Twitter account and they see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trending, and they're like, people are really talking about it, and they open it up and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? 9/11, god damn it. They're just like,
we made a mistake.
Burn all of them.
Oh my god.
How do you recall 970,000 posters?
Jesus Christ, that's really fucking funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Somebody lost their job for sure.
Shot at from everywhere. Oh, my holes, dude.
Also, I feel like I wouldn't want to release my action movie on September
On just
11th.
anything on September 11th is just kind of like,
Yeah.
maybe we should wait.
I get like the whole you want to release it on a Friday so you get your box office. The way they calculate it, it's like it starts on a Friday.
wait a
and does all
Friday.
that. Just wait a Friday. Wait a week. You know what? I don't think
Wait a
I'm
week,
sitting
week
there
before.
September 4th, Friday, September 4th, thinking, oh my god, if I have to wait another week to see this fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, I will straight up kill myself. Or I just won't see it. It's too late. All the hype is lost. This mission's long.
Yeah.
Yeah, blow up a lot of stuff.
I mean, it's not about blow up everything. It's, you see the time on the top. So I've already passed the mission technically. If you see, look in the top left. So I already got 3,270 out of 3,000 points. And so I'm pretty much already done. I just have to keep on blowing shit up until the time is done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a pretty easy idea.
Yeah.
It's just you
Got
just
it.
blow
So
shit up.
so it was like you have 10 minutes to do this, reach the score.
And
in
if
the 10
anything
minutes.
over is like, you get like bonus stuff. But max
Any
rate
extra
unlocked.
people you kill, you get a brownie.
Pretty much.
You blew up all their fuel, and now this nation that doesn't align with us politically can't eat, drink, or provide electricity to their children. Good job.
It's okay. This is, well, we're
Do you want a sticker on your ship that says hero? I feel like you're dropping those bombs way early, but
I'm not really.
You're not.
I'm not really sure.
I feel like you should be flying over whatever you're doing and then releasing them, but also...
Well, I'm
like-
paying attention. I'm adhering to that. So it'll hit where those two dots are at the
Okay,
bottom.
yeah. Yeah, I figured that, but it might just be the way, like, it's... Because it's from third person behind. Like, it like comes out and you're like, I'm still, like, way far away from this. But
Yeah,
also
all the
it's
time.
falling at an angle, too, at whatever speed you're flying.
Mhm.
Because that's how inertia works.
An object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by an outside source. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's Newton's first law.
Second.
Goddamn motherfucker. Piece of shit ass Newton. Fucking kill yourself.
Jesus.
Oh, apple fell on my head. You
Crazy.
know what's really crazy?
Hmm.
Newton invented calculus. Do you know why, like, when or how he invented calculus?
How do you invent calculus?
So, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I might not have the disease correct, but there was an outbreak of something. I don't think it was the plague. I think that's different timeline. It's that or like scarlet fever or some shit like that affected where he lived. So they canceled school that year. So he was at home and he was just like, I want to learn new math, and he invented calculus.
Do you want to know something even fucking crazier?
What a fucking nerd.
Do you want to know something even crazier? So like Newton did 3 things in his life. He wasn't primarily like a physicist. Like he
Yeah.
didn't invent physics and like that was like his main like focus.
No.
He was also an alchemist, which means that he was focusing on
Bringing
trying
his
to
mother back from the dead.
trying to turn things into gold,
Yeah.
like just rocks into gold. He was trying to use corpses, just like he was like, things are decomposing. They're like changing state. Like that's pretty much like the same thing as changing something to gold. So,
So is Full Metal Alchemist based on Sir Isaac Newton?
sure.
Wow. Do the little "you're the more you know" thing. Thank you.
And then thirdly, he was super religious.
Yeah.
It was all about like fucking theology. And then he was just like one of the things that he did was just he's like, yeah, I also like motion.
Was it one of them? I think it's him. Where there's like a rumor that he was gay. Because there's like notes where he because he I'm pretty sure it's him or some other fucking science bitch.
Some other science bitch.
If you don't watch Always Sunny.
No.
There's a scene where they're talking about one of the characters is like religious, but like the same religious where he's like yeah, I believe in God, and then every once in a while when it fits his character he just decides to be religious. Like he'll be like, oh, this is against the Bible or whatever. He believes evolution is fake.
Okay.
So like everyone else is like, that's fucking stupid or you're an idiot, and he's like, well, no, science is wrong sometimes. And they're like, no, science is always right, it's science. And then he goes up and he's like, this guy, thought to be the smartest guy in the world, invented this thing, or like astronomy or whatever, Copernicus. He's like, everyone thought he was fucking smart. I don't think it was Copernicus, the example they gave, but they're like, no, Socrates, smartest guy ever, thought the world was flat. Guess what? Dumb science bitch. And he slaps like bitch on his face. And he like goes down the line of like all the people where you're like, this guy's really smart, he knows what he's talking about. And he's like, he believed this stupid thing that wasn't real. And you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, science is...
And then everyone goes, you know, maybe you're right. And they just like flip sides because they're like this dumb thing that he brought up.
Well, I mean, science is...
It's ever changing, it's ever evolving. That we believe in things now where we're like, this is how it works.
Nothing we know is like true, it's assumed to be true.
Well, yeah, because there's no like scientific fact is like a myth, or at least that it's like you create a theory and it remains a theory until someone disproves it.
Yeah.
You can kind of look at it and go, this is right. We haven't found any time this is wrong. Still could be wrong.
Yeah.
And that's how science works. But it is weird to think of like we have people who can be so right on something and be like, fucking this apple fell on my head, gravity and motion and all these things, and then they could also be like, I think mermaids are real.
They are.
And you're like, you're right, never mind. We could have someone who's so smart and he's like, I'm gonna make a fucking video game channel, and then he's like, mermaids aren't real. What an idiot.
Fuck that guy.
He's a dumb. This level's so fucking long.
Don't worry, we have fucking 52 seconds. It's okay. This actually might be the longest mission in the game. I'm not really sure. Meow.
Yeah. I feel like that's really weird to think about. Like science is this thing that we don't entirely
fucking hit me with a
understand.
missile because then we'll have to do the whole thing again. Don't hit me.
How do you know how much health you have?
You see in the bottom right, the 90%?
Yeah.
It means that 90%. I'm 90% dead.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something this game doesn't have that probably is based on limitations. There's not like visual damage. I can see your fucking spaceship right there is flickering.
Yeah.
Like you're about to
Yeah, but I'm not like
fucking
smoking or anything.
collapse. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you've lost part of your wing or anything like that. And also when you got hit, it wasn't like a missile came up behind you and hit you and there's a little explosion.
Yeah.
You were just like, I was hit. And I was like, I guess you were hit.
Yeah.
Did you just fucking missile an elementary school?
I sure did. I'm dropping lots of bombs because...
Whee! Confetti!
It's black confetti.
And the game starts and it's like this guy who was flying in a fighter jet and he had 3 blue arrows flew over my house and...
Dude, it's my jam.
America, America, God shed his grace on me.
and crown thy good in
Deep strike.
motherhood from sea to shine.
How do I fucking know the words to that?
I don't know. That was crazy. Next time, guys.